I'm going to take this moment. We'll start another episode. I'm thinking might be able to get this down to 2 or 3 episodes. I'm surprised. This is not a 20-minute game. This is Evil Guacamole Gaming. I am the Devil's Avocado with
Coco from Pixel Coco.
And we are back here for the second episode of The Shadows That Run Along Our Car. So, back at the game.
He purposely reaches over and shuts off the radio. He's got a surprisingly mature side to him, too.
Did you ever expect things to end up this way?
What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Pause, immediately change the subject. Does pause mean you're just thinking about it?
It probably means that it's going to still be brought up.
Wanna go with that one?
Let's go a little unexpected. I feel like the expected is to go pause. Let's go with immediately change the subject.
Okay. It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer.
I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire.
That sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. It's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last.
So you never really told me what it is that you do. Or did? I mean, doesn't have to be a job or anything, but well... What do you like to do? Or what did you do before everything?
Like to do, huh? I turn my eyes to the window as I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. Oh, I feel you. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, and watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. Then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm probably not even gonna go out with a bang.
I mean, you could if you want to.
My death's going to be just as dull as my life.
I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. You just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know?
This is getting real.
I kind of want to give the sassy answer.
Let's go with this.
It's trying to sound cool. Let's do it for that.
Whatever. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or a bad person. We're all going to die anyway. Oh, what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA.
I'll inform you that yes, I did.
She's like, I'm getting out of the car right now.
I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Wanderer, vagabond. Sorry.
Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context?
He's a migrant worker.
Well, whatever.
It sounds really cliche, like a Metallica song or something.
Not really. It sort of suits you.
To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. You can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. Gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I?
I used to wish for that too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. Now I'm not. But I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh?
Yeah, it's like the monkey's paw.
My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. It felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did this all have to happen?
Still feeling nauseous? Okay, I heard somebody also say, like, question, is she pregnant? And I now see why they questioned that, but it wasn't a confirmed thing. Makes me wonder, it's either pregnancy or she's gonna be a zombie.
Could also just be stomach cramps from stress. I get those a lot myself.
Yes, but women in fiction don't get to have stomach issues without a reason.
That's very fair.
This is a rare instance where upset stomach, a woman having an upset stomach is not automatically she's pregnant because there's zombies involved. It's kind of crazy because Jezebel Pepper was describing a book she was reading and mentioned how, like, it was a Star Trek book and one of the characters was having, female characters was having some kind of nausea or something, and they're worried that it was the plants. I'm like, she's pregnant. It's like, that's what, and she said that was what she thought. It's like, there's no way they wouldn't mention it. No, they never. Women aren't allowed to have stomach pains and it be nothing.
Women aren't allowed to menstruate either. They can be pregnant, but they can't menstruate.
Yeah. Still feeling nauseous?
Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah. It's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, I move my hand away from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. That was morbid as hell. What's wrong with me? I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is.
You think we should stop and rest?
I glance at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have a fourth of the tank left as it is. Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas.
Onward it is, then.
Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. I'm not saying a lot, considering what I have to go through every month. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far?
I have been wondering this since the beginning.
I really like this music.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Dustin's voice.
Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stopped to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that much. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad.
You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we are actually facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad. How do I even begin to explain?
Listen. You don't gotta answer me if you don't wanna, but your old man, what happened?
My dad? I killed him. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell. So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to get another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Oof, that's bad.
Oh.
Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And so am I. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now, and guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Though that hasn't changed since way before, I guess.
Hey.
I feel a sudden warmth on top of my hand, hesitant at first, but then steady. Dustin's hand envelops mine and I feel comforted, safe.
We're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. It's pretty cheesy, isn't it, though? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard. losing someone that close to you.
Well, where do I even start? And I just wanted to say one thing. This is rather interesting because it's definitely providing a lot of food for thought for me, but I don't really want to comment on it much at the time because I am so invested in what's going on that I just want to continue reading. So yeah, kudos to the writers.
Yeah, this is pretty good, intense stuff. It's like, I love that, like, this is an intense story that is, like, in theory, in a zombie apocalypse, but we actually have seen no evidence
zombies,
of any zombies.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
really great.
we just...
Like, I'll be honest, as a whole, I'm not really a big fan of zombie stories at all. And usually the only thing that ever appeals to me in them is this sort of thing. The characters themselves, not the violence, the gore, or any of that. Just sort of the emotions and the changes that will happen to people. And I think this visual novel is doing an excellent job of portraying not just what people would experience in a time like this, but using it as a catalyst to talk about things that people experience every day in their lives that is usually not remarked upon.
Yeah, I am very much not really a fan of zombie stuff, but I do like post-apocalyptic stuff.
Yeah.
And so this, you know, it's a zombie apocalypse without the zombies. Still a zombie apocalypse. Like,
yeah.
There's an excellent Dodger from Press Hard to Continue video that she did about one of her Welcome to the Fandom videos about doing the apocalypse without the zombies, like exploring the other options. So we'll go with be honest.
Yes.
Yes.
For some reason, I feel I can be honest with Dustin. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. My mouth opens all on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. And then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth.
I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel.
He's right. I know I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway.
I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long time. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out there. Stuck out. I wonder if they're stuck out here, like this. I wonder if we'll ever know.
Dustin, I can't go on like this, just keeping it to myself. Hey, Dustin, there's something I need to tell you.
She's been dead.
I touched my stomach lightly with the palm of my hand. The searing pain reminds me that I'm no longer entirely human. Yep, you called it.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh.
she got to be not pregnant.
I gave my humanity up when I killed my dad. I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. I didn't even hesitate. I swung that baseball bat as hard as I could. And then he bit me in the stomach as a parting gift as he crumpled to the ground. Even in death, Dad still found some way to screw me over.
Hey, stop. It's okay.
I always blamed Dad for Mom leaving us. He was selfish. He was an asshole. He was this, he was that. But just look at me. I've put Dustin's life in danger. I've lied to him since the day we met. I'm my father's daughter. But
Just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way.
I'm so sorry.
Does it hurt?
Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this... I looked down at my stomach. I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. I wish I was dead.
Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes?
Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining.
Retail.
Almost as bad as zombies.
Worse, probably. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. You'll probably be on this road for a while.
A while, huh? Well, a rest does sound nice. I always had to get up so early for work. I'm not used to being up this late.
This does sound like you.
I'm starting to feel really sleepy. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? My mind flashes to the baseball bat still in my trunk. No, I won't think about that right now.
Of course. But hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there at any rate.
Yeah. Maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. Maybe I've been running ever since Mom left. I never looked back, just kept going. It was all I could do to keep from falling apart. Dustin and I, we've both done enough. We've both gotten farther than I ever thought possible. I notice that the fuel gauge light is on, but I feel strangely at peace. I close my eyes, smiling as my consciousness already starts to drift. Wherever this road goes, whatever lies at the end of it, we lived. The proof of that will remain no matter what. So for now, let's just keep going forward. Oh, that was really good. That was beautiful. Like I feel like I have all these thoughts tumbling in my head, but I can't organize them.
I wonder how it goes differently with the different options. I mean, obviously you're gonna get a much different story with following Dustin, but like,
Oh, I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
yeah, fair to say we'll end this episode here, and we'll then get to a playthrough of Dustin's. Oh, excuse me, playthrough of Dustin's route.
Yes.
I think we'll leave the rest to everyone else to experience on their own. I know I'm gonna probably mess around with it a bunch, but the link to the download will be in the doobly-doo, so that y'all can experience the shadows yourself. So till our next episode, this is Evil Guacamole Gaming. I am the Devil's Avocado, and I am joined with
Coco from Pixel Coco.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Farewell.
Farewell. I love the dystopian.
Yeah, dystopian's pretty good too.